Welcome back to Bansko. I'm so happy you're here. My name is Tanya, I'm your host, and today my guest is Albena. Hi, Albena.
Hi, Tanya.
Welcome,
Thank you.
and thanks for coming over. Albena is originally from Blagoevgrad, that's the nearest city to Bansko, and she's working here, she's selling property.
Yes, that's correct.
So you're working here, you're not actually living here, but it's almost like you live here, right?
I feel like I live here because I spend most of the time in Bansko and Bulgaria. Yes, so that's correct.
Okay, and you have found this job. You purposely looked for this job because you wanted to be near Bansko. You once told me, right?
Yes, that's true. But it was my friend who started in the real estate business. So he introduced me. He's also from Blagoevgrad, and he introduced me to Bansko and to the real estate market. And that's how I started. But I actually like Bansko since I was a kid. So that's my favorite town.
Okay, you came here as a kid.
Yes, I was skiing when I was young with my father.
Interesting. But then, so you know Bansko, how it was in the early days before all the co-working came and all that.
Yes, I was skiing here with my parents first, and then when I was a student, we were coming here for the student holiday and celebrating 8th of December. So we all liked Bansko in early days when there were no hotels, just old houses, but still had this feeling in the atmosphere.
Ah, you think so?
Yeah, it was still good. Only houses, there were small houses. We were sleeping not in hotels, but in old houses and going skiing as well. But the area was much smaller. Still, you could feel the atmosphere, and it was favorite for all the students back in the days.
Okay, and what do you mean when you say the atmosphere of Bansko? Is there something special?
I don't know,
here?
the spirit, the architecture, the nature. Also, the air here is a little bit cooler than Blagoevgrad. All the mountains, people used to go hiking and skiing as well. But it was maybe the architecture and also the people here, the local people.
What do you say about the local people?
They're kind of interesting to us. They're maybe a little bit more different than the town I grew up, but they have their own language. Also, the character, the traditions, all this kind of stuff maybe make it attractive to other people.
Yeah, they speak differently from anywhere. And
when they start speaking to each other, you don't understand.
Can you give us an example?
Oh no, I don't know many words in Banski dialect. No.
Banski dialect. That's
Banski dialect. No.
Okay. Yeah, they do. I noticed they do speak differently.
They speak very differently.
Okay. Well, there's some certain kind of magic here, and that's what the whole video series is about. And what do you think is the magic of Bansko? What's attractive?
Like I said, maybe the nature is the most important thing. Also, the skiing in the winter, but in the summer, Bansko also offers a lot of attractions, like festivals, different festivals. The nomads who are actually came for the last couple of 5 years, maybe they move here to live permanently or from time to time, but it makes Bansko much more interesting. So this attracts people, and it's a town that you could walk easily to everything. You don't need a car, or you could just cycle. And it's during COVID, this attracts even more people because they wanted to escape from the big cities. So this is kind of the magic in Bansko. A small town, but at the same time offers things that you could have it in the big city, like cycling, going to a concert, to a festivals, different activities like yoga, their yoga studio, salsa dancing, where Tanya also is going. And you're not bored here. And you could meet very interesting people from all over the world. Yeah,
it's quite unique. It has it's a small town, but it has everything.
Unique. In my town, you can't meet so many people from different countries because it's not popular like Bansko for foreigners. And in Bansko, even when you walk around the town, you could see so many interesting persons. So that's make it kind of magic for lots of people. And also maybe the prices. The prices for living. You could have a good lifestyle here compared to the other cities in the world. You could make a lot of money, but you don't have the lifestyle you have here in Bansko. So here you may not make so much money, but the lifestyle is much easier and better. Going to the restaurants here, having your time because you don't have to drive so much. So it's easier to live here.
Easier, simpler life.
Simpler life, yeah.
Cool.
Some people are getting up like late, then working, and in the big city you have to always be under rush and stress and everything. Here in Bansko is easier.
Yeah,
Agree?
of course, I agree. So as you said, every year more and more people come from every corner of the world to live here. They buy an apartment, you sell apartments.
Yes.
You know that very well, but they just stay. They make Bansko their home. What do you think is attractive to them, and what happens to them once they decide to come here or stay?
I think first they will what attracts them is when they see the atmosphere in Bansko, they like it, they meet a lot of people, they do different activities. Then they find out that it's cheap here to live, and also properties are not so expensive compared to the other cities in the world, and the way of living. And also the Bulgarian taxes are still very low. So I think lots of people actually makes Bansko and Bulgaria their main business country because of the taxes. We still have 10% corporate tax. So maybe this is also attracts people to stay here.
What else? What's the charm?
What's the charm? I don't know. The charm is the whole atmosphere here. Everything is nice. I like Bansko. I would live here if I could afford to live here. I would live here in Bansko all the time. I like it. It's nice. It's calm, and also the infrastructure. That's very important because Bansko was a poor town back in the days. Lots of streets were not very good, and now they improve. Even the street next to Old Space was really ugly, and with all the stones, the big stones. They European Union invested a lot of money here in Bansko, and now even infrastructure is very good compared to the other European towns. So this is very important for people.
You once told me that you think that people come here to find their soulmates.
Also, yes, for the last couple of years since the co-working is created, Bansko is also like a dating town. Lots of people are usually, because co-working, I guess, for digital nomads, if they stay home and work from home, it's very lonely, and they can't meet other people, they can't find their soulmate. So maybe Bansko in this way attracts a lot of people to find their soulmates. Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
So maybe, yeah, we actually have a lot of examples for people who come here and they found their partner, which is good.
Yeah, they get married and have children.
Yes. Like maybe Tanya will find her soulmate here.
Who knows?
We'll see.
We will see.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much for this interview, Albena. It was a pleasure.
It was a pleasure for me too.
Yeah, and I hope to see you in Bansko. Bye.
Bye.